Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. Today is the third installment of the database introduction. In the last episode, we have made a connection between four different tables, namely customer, order, product, and order item. We're using the golden relationship, which is one-to-many. You can see each line we have two ends. The first end on the left-hand side for this table customer is the one side of this relationship. So one customer can have multiple orders, and one order can have multiple order items, and also one product can be included in multiple order line items. So that's the relationship simply as these four tables. In this chapter, we're going to talk about how to enter the data more efficiently. If we close this up, if we try to enter some information over this table, it's not that hard. You just need to type in and key in. But things are becoming very hard when you try to place an order, because in this way you have to remember the customer ID to enter that order information. You can create a form. Let's just create a form. Once you select the customer table, click the form. You can see we have 10 records. If we open the customer, yes, we have 10 records. In this form, if you flip through different records, you can see for each of them, they have been listed in a very beautiful form shape. If we flip through, if we jump to the last record, and then we click this once again, now we're in the new blank form. Let's say if I can enter something that straight away to that. So we're going to enter my name, and doing this, we're going to say, and we type something. Okay. Once we enter this, we tap through. If we close this form, we say save. We save this form as a customer. We're going back to the customer. It's not there, but if we close that, open that, you can see the last record. So when you try to enter information through the form or through the table, they're actually the same. But what makes the form different is that the looking is better. But we can even make this even better by changing the layout of the form. So you're supposed to have a form for each of the table. Let's do that. For the product, we're gonna click that and go into create form. So for the product, we have this. Once we have done this, we can close it. We say save, yes, product table. Now come to the order. If we go into the order, we can create another one saying order. If we click just save, we save that as order. You can see the order is different. Why? Because under the order table, this one is attached to that. If we think about the order table, why is that? Is because each of the order, they're supposed to have order line item. That's why you have this order line item, which is order table, in displayed over here. You can also check the relationship by going to the form layout design, property sheet. You can see this source subject, there's a orange boundary around that. So we're selecting this object, the data source is from a table called order item. So that's why this one is actually literally like this way. So they are literally the same. So if I drag this to here, you can get another one. So let's just Control Z. So that's the thing we have. And once we have that, we save that. For the order line item, we also need a form, but we will do that later. There's one thing that we need to solve. For example, for the product, you're okay to enter this way. We probably don't need this one. So you can just go into right click, go into the layout view, make sure you select this object, and then delete that. So that's the form we have. For the product, we save that. For the order, we probably need this, but it's a different one. For example, now if I say I'm going to try to place an order, I go here, I tap through, I can pick an order date. But here, it's allowed me to remember the customer ID, which is not good, right? I want this to become a drop-down list, so I can pick what a current customer we have. Remember, we have records in the customer table. Let's just jump through out of that. Pretend I'm just going to reopen this again. I'm going to go into the design view. So for this part, I want right click, going to change this object to a combo box. I will explain that later. Combo box is where you can have the drop down. You can see there's already a drop down, right? You can see the drop down. Okay, right? So that's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this drop down to display the customer ID so we can pick that later. Okay, once we have this, we can have a look of this section. This section is telling us this object, how it's been controlled. So for this one, we need to link this back to the customer table, showing several things. First, we can go into the raw source. We can use it to drag the customer table over here. We want to have the customer ID in the front, and also the first name, last name, and email address. Once we have this, we can save this and close that. Now we go into the format. Remember, we have reviewed multiple columns in the data over this part. If we're going back to check here, we have 4 columns. right? So in the 4 columns, we need to go into the format. We need to review them. We're going to check 4, and I'm going to leave this as, say, 15. See how it goes. If we jump back to the form view, we click this one. Now you can see we have reviewed all the records 1 to 11 about those 4 columns. But there's one thing I need to add is the header of this table, right? So what I'm going to do is going back to the design view, make sure you select this object, and then we go into the header. We choose the header as yes. This has been done. We go into the form view now we can choose whatever we want. Okay, let's just save this. Let's pretend we're going to enter something. Going here, we're going to the 8, and then we pick customer. Let's just say John. Once we have this, now we're going to this part. For this part, it's the same thing. If we try to remember the product ID, which is making no sense because people can hardly remember a number, but they're more familiar with things in like this. So we need to do a treatment like this. For that part, we do a little bit trick. We need to create an order item form. So what we're going to do is actually in this here, if we're going to layout, we can attach an object, which is a control, which can link back to the order item table. That's what we're going to do. Make sure you have this selected and going to choose this in the sub report. Now you can see this cursor. If I point to here, I just single click. Now you have 2 objects. The first object is actually the name. Second object is the one that we want. If we select this one, you can see going to the data set, there's a source. So the source is going to be, if we ever create a form, we can have that. But now we didn't create that, so that's fine. We can going back to here and create form. Once we have created this form, we can close that. Say yes, order item. So we have order item. Then we're going back to here. We're going to choose the order item form. Now you can see it's revealing that, right? There's one thing that also they have the link ready. But there's something that I feel like we need to improve is the looking of it. Think about it this way. This is a table. This is a form. We want this line item to be displayed like a table, but actually it's a form, right? So what we need to do, we just save this first. We're going to the order item. We change the layout this. How to do that? We can go into design view. Make sure you have this format and also this open. So we can remove this header. And once you select that, make sure you select everything. You go into the range. We can have this as a tabular. Now you can see it's more like a neat table looking. We drag this to the, we do an adjustment to the top. For this one, we drag it up. So it up. Okay. Since all of them, there's too long of that, so we can make this say 5. Now it's looking better, and you can see the scroll bar. There's a very long, so we can drag this back a little bit. So we just make those error redundant. So now it's looking better. So we can make this top as again. Okay, once this is done, we save that. We close that. Now we look at order. Now it's much better. This one thing that I want to check is that this is looking good because I have this link to the link. This is the master child. This is the child. This is the master. So what we can do is go into design, go into here, we delete this one, make this top. We don't need this name. We can shift control to make this merge. Now I have this record over here. If I drag this over here, okay. Now there's one more thing that I want to do is the product ID actually over here. I want it to be a drop down, same as this customer. So we're going to do the same trick. You can see in the layout, you can't change that. So we have to move this to the design view, choose the product and right click. We change this to a combo box. It's the same thing. The combo box, we're going to choose, okay, product ID, that's fine. For the product source, we're going to go into drag this product. We need ID, code, name, description, and also since this is the order, so we need to know the selling price, right? All of this has been done. We can right click, save and close. Now make sure we choose, let's just recheck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, right? So we make this as, going to the format, we make sure the column count is 5, and this one we make it 15. Let's see how it goes, and we go into form view. Check that. Okay, looks good. But in the meantime, if for example this is the customer 1, right? If I choose a customer, but I won't see, once I choose that, I also have able to see the, say, the first name, last name, whatsoever. That's pretty easy. We're just gonna go into right click, go into layout view. In the from layout, you can add an existing field. So for this field, we want to add a customer. So we're going to show all table, choose customer. We want to know their first name. we won't know their, say, last name and email address. We once choose this will be automatically popped up. So that will do. So this one, we will do the same trick. Say once I pick a product ID, product related information will be available for me. So we're going to go into add a product ID. We already have that. So product code, and I need product name, product description, and also the selling price. Once I have all of those things, then I can make these settings as I want them as narrow as possible. I'm also able to see them. It's better. So for this one, I know the description is a bit long. That's fine. Product name, we can add. This one, description, selling price, and the quantity. Now it's looking good. Let's just save this once again. Close this one. Okay. Let's just pretend we're going to place an order. So we're going to form view. So this is a new order. Let's just check if any order has been placed. Okay, there's order 11. Let's just amend that. Let's go back one more. So for John, this customer, because here we know that we can't make a change if I try to delete. Okay, there's one thing I need to improve is that this one is not a combo box. Going to the design view. Yes, this one is not a combo box. Change to text. This one is text already. This one is text. Okay, let's go into the layout view. I also want to make all of this area is not editable. So you can go into the layout. There's one called edit, I think. Downtown. Okay, wait a second. Let's try to find something that if we say we can not allow it, can change this to locked. See how it goes. Going to form view. If I try to change this to 2 to 3. Okay, this one I need to adjust that. This one is a little bit weird because it's linked to the customer ID, which is wrong. I want this linked to the first name. Now it's correct. Now if I go into the form view, I try to remove this. Okay, now it's all good. And also I want to make this as gray as possible so people know that this area is not going to be added. You can go into the format. We change the background to, let's just do this. So background, second. I can do the shape view. Yes, make this a gray. Yep, okay. Which means if I choose a customer, this won't be able to change, which is good. Now jump back to the form view. So in the form view, we can see if we tap here, going to the form, if I try to provide a product, okay, a product, this one, we need to adjust that as well. We're going to the design view. This one I know is product code, so it's wrong. That's the product code. For the rest should be fine. This one I also make sure that it's a text box. I'm going to make this as locked. So the data section, we make it locked. Okay. Once this has been done, we can jump back to this form view to check that. I also need to make sure the color of those area are grayed out. So we pick the same color. Okay. Going to the form view. Okay, now we jump back to this Oracle again. We know that gone through, we pick product, like so this one, you can see it's hooked up with this one. Okay, for this two, we also need to make it not editable, but we can assign it a different color for now. So in format, I gave it a gray color. So that's the only thing we're going to pick. All the rest is going to be automatically pop up. We notice that the description area need to be longer. This one and also need to align to the right hand side. That's all good. For all of this, I can make them align in the middle. Okay. Once this has been done, we go into the form view again. Check that. Okay. If I pick, let's just say we place a 50 quantity, and you can see it's jumped to another one because you have this kind of design. We can actually change that by going to design view. We say yes. So this, make sure you choose that. So in this format, this is a single form. If we change this to a continuous form, we'll see how it goes. Going to the form view, you can see everything has been lined up. If I want to add another product, we can do and make this quantity as 100. Okay. So we have finished enter the first order for the customer 3, which is Alice Smith. Okay, let's just make this back to John. Once we close it, we say yes. Now we check this order. So you can see everything has been lined up. Once we have this information, we're going to close that. We check the order we have entered. You can see we have 2 orders, order 11, order 2. For each of them, they have 2 lines of items, which is going to review over here. 4 lines in total. For the product, we have 10 records. Customer, we have 11. We have done the data entry part by using form. Form is beautiful things. We can make it more aligned. This episode is talking about the usage of the form. Next episode, we're going to talk about how to make this form form even better by changing the look, the appearance. So it's more like an aesthetic change. We can also have a coverage page to collate this form in one go. That's my plan for the next episode. And see you guys in the next one.